Namaste dosto. Welcome back to the Kapil Gupta Career Pod Show. And I'm your host, Kapil. And today we're going to talk about something that's close to my heart and probably yours too. Relationships. Just yesterday I was sitting in a coffee shop in Delhi watching this young couple. They were both on their phones, sitting across from each other, but they might as well have been in different cities. So, friends, if you're listening to this and thinking, Yaar, this sounds like my relationship, then don't worry, you're not alone. In today's busy world where we're all running behind career goals, social media likes, and Netflix shows, we sometimes forget the most important thing connecting with the person we love. So today's episode is special because we are going to discover something magical, something that can transform your relationship from good morning, good night to oh my god, I can't wait to spend time with you. And we are talking about shared hobbies, the secret ingredient that many successful couples swear by. Imagine this. Instead of scrolling through Instagram while your partner watches TV, you both are learning salsa together, laughing at your mistakes, and creating memories that you'll smile about even when you are 80. Sounds beautiful? Right. Building a strong partnership means weaving moments of togetherness with respect for each other's individuality. Shared hobbies offer a bridge between quality time and personal growth, creating a space where couples can connect, learn, and simply enjoy each other's company. So, in today's episode, we'll explore how discovering common interests, balance space and togetherness, and encouraging each other's passion can deepen your bond and bring peace and happiness into your relationship. So, grab your chai, get comfortable, and let's dive into this journey of love, growth, and shared adventures. So, hello all. I'm Kapil Gupta, founder of Study Abroad Academy. I'm on a mission to coach and mentor 100,000 high school students and help them realize their dream of studying in the best universities of the world and build happy and successful careers for themselves. So, you see, relationships are like plants. If you just water them with the same routine every day, they'll survive, but they won't flourish. But if you give them new soil, new nutrients, new experiences, they'll bloom like you have never seen. So, shared hobbies are like that new soil for your relationship. They give you fresh conversation topics. So, instead of how was your day, which usually gets it, oh, it was okay, you'll have remember when we tried to make that chocolate cake and it looked like a volcano? Then, team spirit when you're both beginners at something and you're on the same team against the challenge, not against each other. Then quality time without pressure. No need to plan elaborate dates or spend lots of money. Your hobby time becomes your bonding time. So now I know what some of you are thinking. Kapil bhai, my girlfriend likes painting and I like cricket. How will this work? So don't worry, we are going to solve this puzzle together. The key is not to force your interests on each other, but to find new interests that excite both of you. So, all right, friends, let's get practical. How do you find hobbies that both of you will enjoy? It's like finding a Bollywood movie that both your mom and your girlfriend will like. Challenging, but of course, not impossible. So, step one, the great hobby brainstorming session. So, first, sit down together, no phones, no distractions, and make two lists. And I call this the dream and discover method. So, in list one, that is things you've always wanted to try. Maybe you've always wanted to learn guitar, or she always wanted to try photography. Now, write everything down, no matter how silly it sounds. Then the list two, things you both enjoyed as kids. So remember how you used to love drawing or how she used to love cycling. So sometimes a childhood interest hold the key to her adult passion. So here's a fun example. My cousin Rohit and his wife Anjali were stuck in the same rut. Now, during their brainstorming, they discovered they both loved detective stories as kids. And today, they are part of a mystery book club and even visit escape rooms together. Isn't it funny? Now, they've become like the Indian version of Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Then, step two, the compatibility test. Now, friends, not every hobby will work for every couple. So, you definitely need to consider physical compatibility. That is, if one of you has knee problems, maybe trekking isn't the best choice, but indoor rock climbing, now that could work. Then, budget compatibility. Photography can be expensive, but nature photography with your phone, now that's budget friendly. Then time compatibility. If you both work different shifts, maybe a hobby that requires specific timings won't work. So the key is to be honest about your limitations and creative about solutions. Then step 3, that is the experiment phase. Here's where it gets exciting. Instead of committing to expensive classes or equipment, try the 3 date rule. That is, give each potential hobby 3 attempts before deciding. And why 3? Because first attempt says everything is new and confusing. Second attempt, you start understanding the basics. And third attempt, you know if you actually enjoy it. So my friend Kavya and her boyfriend Arjun tried cooking together. First attempt, they burned the dal and oversalted the sabzi. Second attempt, the food was edible, but the kitchen looked like a war zone. But the third attempt, they made a delicious meal and had so much fun that cooking became their weekly date night. So now, let me share some popular hobbies that work for Indian couples. So, creative hobbies, cooking regional cuisines together. Imagine mastering South Indian breakfast or Bengali sweets, or photography walks around your city, or DIY home decoration projects. Usually, wives love it. And learning musical instruments, guitar, keyboard, or even tabla. Then let's talk about some active hobbies. That is, morning walks or evening jogs, badminton or table tennis, or cycling around your neighborhood, and even simple yoga routines. Now, let us talk about some learning hobbies. Language learning. Maybe both of you learning French or German, or online courses on topics you both find interesting, or even reading the same book and discussing it, and then watching educational YouTube channels together. It would actually be great learning experience and fun at the same time. Then the fun hobbies, board games and puzzles, gardening on your balcony or terrace, movie marathon with themes like the 80s Bollywood or Hollywood comedies, or trying new restaurants and food blogging. Now, the beauty of shared hobbies is that they give you something to look forward to together. So instead of what should we do today, it becomes I can't wait for a photography walk today. Now, friends, here's where many couples make a big mistake. They think that shared hobbies mean doing everything together, and that's a huge mistake. So, number one, the 70-30 rule. Now, here's a simple rule that works. That means 70% of your hobby time should be together and 30% should be individual. Now, this way, you both have something to bring to the shared experience. For example, if you both love photography, 70% of the time go on photo walks together, edit photos together, discuss techniques together, but 30% of the time, take individual photos, experiment with different styles, learn new techniques alone. So when you come back together, you'll have new ideas, new perspectives, and new excitement to share. Then, creating me time without guilt. Yes, many young couples feel guilty about wanting alone time. So, if I love my partner, should I want to be with them all the time? No, friends, that's never the case. Even in the best relationships, you need time to recharge, to pursue your individual interests, and to miss each other a little bit. Now, here's how to create healthy individual time. Communicate your needs clearly. Don't say, I need space. That sounds scary. Say, I would love to spend some time on my sketching today, and then we can cook dinner together. Schedule it. Just like you schedule your shared hobby time, schedule your individual time too. Maybe Sunday mornings are for individual activities and Sunday evenings are for the shared ones. Then respect each other's individual time. If your partner is in their individual time, don't interrupt unless it's urgent. This shows respect and builds trust. Then the individual shared connection. Now, here's a beautiful thing I've noticed. When couples have healthy individual time, their shared time becomes even more precious. Think of it like this: if you're both full cups, you can share or overflow with each other. But if you're both empty cups, you have nothing to give. So, friends, let's talk about something that many couples struggle with: boundaries. In Indian culture, we sometimes think that love means no boundaries, but that's not true. Healthy boundaries actually strengthen love. So, number one, the art of saying no, but yes, with love. Picture this: you are tired after a long day at work, and your partner says, let's work on a scrapbook project tonight. And you want to say no, but also don't want to hurt their feelings. So here's the magic formula: acknowledge plus explain plus suggest alternative. So instead of saying I'm too tired, because that sounds like rejection, try I love your scrapbook project, but I'm really, really tired today. Can we do it tomorrow evening instead? Tonight, I just need to rest. Now, this way, you're not rejecting the hobby or your partner. You are just managing your energy wisely. Then, the hobby boundary checklist. So, it has some healthy boundaries every couple should focus. Time boundaries. How much time will you dedicate to shared hobbies? When is it okay to skip hobby time? Then money boundaries. What's your budget for hobby related expenses? Who pays for that? Then skill boundaries. What if one of you is naturally better at the hobby? How will you handle that? Then social boundaries. That is, will you include friends in a hobby time or keep it just for you two? Then the power of check ins. So here's a simple but powerful tool: regular check ins. Once a week, ask each other, how are you feeling about your shared hobby? Is there anything you'd like to change? Or are you getting enough individual time? Or are you getting enough shared time? Now, these check ins prevent small issues from becoming big problems. It's like servicing your car. A little maintenance prevents major breakdowns. Then let's talk about handling hobby conflicts, because when you are in a relationship, conflicts can happen anywhere. So, what happens when your hobby becomes a source of conflict? Let's say you both love cooking, but you like to follow recipes exactly while your partner likes to experiment. So, the solution is the both and approach. That is, instead of fighting about who's right, try alternating approaches. Like Monday, follow the recipe exactly, let's say your way. Then Wednesday, experiment freely, that is their way. And Friday, combine both approaches, compromise. Now, this way, both of you get to express your style, and you might discover that mixing approaches creates the best results. So, friends, here's something beautiful about shared hobbies. They give you a front row seat to watch your partner grow and improve. How cool is that? And your role, you become their biggest cheerleader. So, one, the art of encouragement. Let me tell you about my friends Pratik and Meera. They started learning salsa together. Now, Pratik was naturally good at it, but Meera struggled with the steps. So instead of getting frustrated, Pratik became her personal cheerleader. So every small improvement he celebrated. Wow, you nailed that turn. Your timing is getting so much better. Yeah, I love dancing with you. And today, Meera is actually the better one. And Pratik couldn't be prouder. Now that's the power of encouragement. So let's talk about constructive feedback versus criticism. There's a thin line between helpful feedback and hurtful criticism. And here's how to stay on the right side. So, good feedback. That is, I noticed you are tilting your head while playing guitar, or maybe try keeping it straight. Or you could say, that photo composition is great. Have you tried take it from a lower angle? But the bad feedback would be, you are doing it wrong again. Why can't you get this right? The difference? Good feedback is specific, gentle, and focuses on the action, not the person. And every hobby journey has milestones. First successful recipe, first good photograph, first song played without mistakes, and these moments deserve celebration. So, small celebrations create big memories. So, let's say when one partner progresses faster. Now, this is a common challenge. What do you do when one of you is naturally better or learns faster? So, the solution is that instead of competing with each other, compete with your past selves. So you'll come out of even from the comparison zone, right? I'm better at photography than I was last month. We are both improving, just at different speeds. My partner's progress inspires me to practice more. And remember, your teammates, not competitors, and being each other's motivation. Some days you won't feel like doing your hobby, and that's perfectly normal. Now, this is when your partner becomes your gentle motivator, not by force. Come on, you promised we have practiced guitar today, but by inspiration. I was looking forward to a music session. How about we play just one song? So, the key is to motivate without pressuring, to encourage without demanding. So, friends, let's be honest. Shared hobbies aren't always smooth sailing. Every couple faces challenges, and that's completely normal. So, let's talk about some common problems and practical solutions. Challenge number one, we have no time. Now, this is the most common excuse I hear. Kapil bhai, we are both working, we have family responsibilities, where's the time for hobbies? Let's talk about the solution. Start micro. You don't need 3 hours every day. Start with just 15-20 minutes. 15 minutes of cooking together while preparing dinner, or 20 minutes of evening walk after work, or even 10 minutes of playing music before bed. So my friend Amit and his wife Neha was super busy with their startup. They started with just 10 minutes of gardening every morning before work. And today they have a beautiful terrace garden and a stronger relationship. Challenge number two, we have different skill levels. What if one of you is naturally better? Now, this can create frustration and jealousy. But the solution to is focus on fun, not perfection. It's a hobby, not an exam. Remember why you started, to spend quality time together, not to become professionals. So, becoming professional down the line is actually a byproduct. The main thing was spending quality time together. So, celebrate each other's strengths and learn from them. Rohan was great at photography, but his friend Tanya was better at editing. So, instead of competing, they became a team. He handles the shooting, she handles the editing. So together they create amazing photos. Then challenge number 3, we started fighting about our hobby. Now sometimes hobbies become sources of conflict instead of joy. Now this happens when we take them too seriously or when we don't communicate well. So the solution to this is to reset conversation. That is, sit down and have an honest conversation. This hobby is supposed to bring us joy. How can we make it fun again? What's causing stress in a hobby time? Or should we try a different approach or even a different hobby? Remember, the hobby serves your relationship, not the other way around. Then, challenge number 4, we are getting bored. So, even the best hobbies can become routine, and that's perfectly natural. So, the solution is keep evolving. Add new challenges to your existing hobby. Combine your hobby with others, that is, cooking plus photography equal to food blogging. Then join communities or classes. Set new goals together. Vikram and Shreya started with simple cooking. When they got bored, they began exploring international cuisines. Then they started a food blog, and now they are planning a cooking show on YouTube. Then, challenge number 5, our friends think we are weird. So, sometimes friends or family don't understand your shared interests. They might say things like, "You guys are always together. Don't you have your own lives?" Solution: confident boundaries. You don't need to justify your choices to others. If shared hobbies make you happy, that's what matters. Politely but firmly set boundaries. We really enjoy our time together. It makes us both happy, and that's what important to us. So, friends, shared hobbies aren't just about having fun. Though, of course, that's important, and that's why we started it. They create deeper changes in your relationship that lasts a lifetime. When you try new things together, you both become vulnerable. You make mistakes, you look silly, you struggle, but this vulnerability builds trust. When your partner sees you mess up a recipe and still loves you, when you see them sing off key and still think they are wonderful, that's when real trust develops. Shared hobbies give you a couple identity beyond just boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife. You become the couple who always tries new restaurants, the couple with the beautiful garden, the couple who can dance amazingly. Now, this shared identity strengthens your bond and gives you stories to tell for years to come. So, hobbies teach you patience with the activity and with each other. They also teach you to work as a team towards common goals. And these skills transfer to every other area of your relationship: handling finances, making decisions, dealing with families, just about everything. Every shared hobby session creates a positive memory. Over time, these memories become the foundation of your relationship because during tough times, you'll remember the time you both laughed until you cried while cooking, the beautiful sunset you photographed together, the song you finally learned to play perfectly. Now, these memories become your relationship's strength bank. Every person has different ways of expressing love and receiving love. Shared hobbies help you learn your partner's language. Maybe your partner shows love by being patient when you make mistakes. Maybe they show love by celebrating your small victories. Or maybe they show love by suggesting new ideas. So, through hobbies, you learn to recognize and appreciate these different expressions of love. And, friends, let me help you solve problems before they happen. Issue one, we keep postponing our hobby time. Start small. If you plan 2 hours but keep postponing, try 30 minutes, even 20 minutes will do. Success builds momentum. And issue number two, we are not improving fast enough. Focus on the journey, my friend, not the destination. Track your progress compared to where you started. Don't compare yourself to experts. Then, issue number three, you're running out of motivation. Then, join a community or class, set a fun challenge or goal, share your progress with friends, and remember, most important, why you started. Then, issue number four, a hobby is getting expensive. Now, that might be, a concern. So, set a monthly budget and stick to it. Look for free or low cost alternatives. Buy used equipment if your hobby requires any kind of equipment. Focus on activities that require minimal investment. Then, issue number five, we are having different expectations. So, now have an honest conversation about what you each want from the hobby. Find a middle ground that works for both and be willing to adjust your expectations. So, friends, we have covered a lot of ground today, from discovering shared interest to creating beautiful rituals, from handling challenges to building deeper connections. But here's the most important thing I want you to remember: shared hobbies aren't just fun diversions, they are tools for building interest, respect, trust, and mutual support. By exploring new interests together, honoring each other's space, and celebrating individual achievements, you will create a relationship that's both enriching and enduring. Think about it. In a world where we are constantly distracted by screens, notifications, and busy schedules, shared hobbies give you something precious: focused time together. Time where you're not just existing in the same space, but actually connecting, learning, and growing together. So, friends, I'm going to give you a challenge that could change your relationship forever. I call it the 30-day relationship transformation challenge. So, here's what you're going to do. And I want you to do this today, not tomorrow, not next week. Just do it today. Step one, put down your phone right now. Look at your partner and say, I want to try something new together that makes us both happy. And step number two, spend exactly 30 minutes today, just 30 minutes, discussing what you both would love to try. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about being perfect. Just dream together. And step number three, pick one activity, just one, that you both feel excited about. It could be as simple as cooking together or as adventurous as learning photography. Then, step number four, schedule your first session within the next 3 days. Put it in your calendar, set an alarm, make it non negotiable. Then, step number five, for the next 30 days, spend at least 20 minutes together on this activity. Just 20. That's less time than you spend scrolling through Instagram. I promise you this. And I'm putting my reputation on the line here. If you follow this challenge for 30 days, you will see a dramatic improvement in your relationship. You laugh more, talk more, and feel more connected than you have in months. But here's the catch: knowledge without action is useless. You can listen to 100 podcasts about relationship, but if you don't take action, nothing will change. So right now, before you do anything else, before you check your messages or move on to the next task, I want you to turn to your partner and start this conversation. If they're not with you, call them. If you can't call them, text them about this episode. And don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Don't wait for the perfect hobby. The perfect hobby is the one you start together. And don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is today. So, 6 months from now, you'll either be in the same relationship situation you are in today, or you will be in a transformed relationship where you are both excited to spend time together. where you have shared goals and dreams, where you are growing together instead of just existing together. The choice is yours. The tools are in your hands. The time is now. And remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every strong relationship was once two people who decided to try something new together. Every beautiful story started with someone taking the first step. And your beautiful story is waiting to be written. Your transformed relationship is waiting to be created. Your shared adventures are waiting to be lived. All you have to do is begin. And that's all for today's episode of the Kapil Gupta Career Pod Show. And I'm your host, Kapil, and I believe in your love story. I believe in your potential, and I believe that the best version of your relationship is just one shared hobby away. So if this episode helped you, please share it with the other couples who might benefit. Tag us on social media with your hobby adventures. I would love to see your progress. So until next time, keep loving, keep growing, and keep creating beautiful memories together. This has been the Kapil Gupta Career Pod Show. So thank you for listening, and remember, your relationship transformation starts today.